Hey there, folks. Time to do today's CSS Battle daily target, which is a big arrow. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Today, what do I feel? Today, well, we'll do one thing at a time. Again, nested template. That means we put this blue on the one and the yellow on the background, and then we adapt our sizing so that we constrain this one, and that's great. And then 50, 52. Okay. We can do what? A border end, border bottom, 40 pixels solid, this color. Okay. And then how do we do the rest of that? What do we do the rest? What do we do the rest? I feel like today, background of a conic gradient. This is not a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Conic gradient. And this is going to be, so what's that look like? That is going to be from minus 45 degrees. And then it's going to be transparent for 25%. And then the rest of it's going to be yellow. And then when I put a color on it, okay, so we need to do that clump. So this is how we make a basic arrow. So we need to give it an at 50%, 100 pixels, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91. Okay. So how does this help us? Well, I'm not sure we know that it does, but to me, if I do two of those in the right way, again, not efficient, but I don't care. So this one is going to be a little higher up, 2, and instead of transparent, it's going to be yellow, and then transparent here. And then when I do this red, I get an arrow. Isn't that nice? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. How does that help us? Well, obviously, it gives us a little window through which other things can peek through. And then we need to do another one, right? So this is not efficient, but it is very fun to my way of thinking. The third one is going to also be yellow for the 25% worth. It's going to start higher up, almost like what, 21 maybe, something like that. And that begins, where does that begin? It's going to be from 90 plus 45, so 135, 135. And then you can't see any of this. This is all invisible. Oh, nope. I got some problem. Oh, because this should be transparent. Oh, no, not that one. It's this one. There it is. So that's an arrow. Neat, right? Well, to me, it's neat. Okay, so, and I think that what I can do is just do that, and then move that up. 1, 2, 1, 0, minus 10, 11, minus 7. Okay. And then the final is another conic gradient. So this is it's no accident that I like the conic gradient, because I think like it thinks. silly as that is. So to complete this, we want transparent 75%, and then this blue color 0, and then that at is going to be some at 40 pixels or something, and then we move that over 100 pixels, 120, and it has to be taller, huh? Yeah, I guess it does. At 75%, let's say. At 50%, 75%. Oh, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Like that. Like that. So this might not be 100%. So why did I do it that way? Because I like a conic gradient, of course. 99.9%. So yeah, I knew that was a risk. All right, so I'm going to adjust some of these numbers. So we see the little faint outlines of the problem. 1, so that one's not too bad. How about this one? 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5.5, 4.5. Let's try that one. And if we don't get 100%, then we're doing a whole other way, because this is clearly not doing it. So we got 100%. So that's nice. Minify, unit replace, and then we'll see what the score is for this incredible, how many conic gradients? 1, 2, 3, 4 conic gradients, and I've even got this ridiculous red sitting in the background. Other optimizations that we could make. Did I unit replace? I think I did. But we got these, we got these goofy numbers. A lot of code smell in this one. That's okay. All right, so that's one way to do it. So the other way, if I do a blank template and create single element. So what do I need to do there? I need to rotate something. Rotate 45 degrees, or maybe -4, and then do border. Oh, and I guess I should put some proper colors on this, right? And put the margins like that, and we'll put the margin auto. And I'm going to do aspect ratio 1. So here's something that I don't know. If I do border solid and this blue, and then do border width 0, 0, 40 pixels, and I guess I want -45 there. Yeah, okay. So that's centered. So that's great. This aspect ratio is applying, and then 4, 5, 1, 2. And it is 100 pixels wide. So that's really nice, right? And then I can use whatever techniques I want. I'm probably still going to go with 2 conic gradients. I don't have to. And actually, I can use the techniques of the nested template, probably, because of the way we do it. I'm going to have to probably edit that margin. So let's adapt. So what do I want to do? I want to change that, to the ampersand, put the yellow there, create the star, and probably put an arrow, so I only mean the body, so that's a little extra code. That's all right. Border bottom, 40 pixels solid, and then this is where probably I want to set the color. And then I get that for free, roughly speaking, and then I can set margins. Margin 20, 0, 20, 20, 0? Or what was it, 22 and 52? I don't even remember what the numbers were. And then if I set this to what, 0? Okay, where do we stand? So So that's not too bad. I'm going to put a background on this. Background so I can see it. Is this the right dimensions? It is. That's good. This margin, is this margin even applying correctly? That worries me. Okay, that is working. So 20, 10, 20, 30. There it is. That's pretty good. Then what are my options here? Well, if I was if I was being cheeky, I could do a background of a linear gradient at 45 degrees, because I don't want to do anything the easy way. Transparent, and then the blue. And what, 40, oh, actually do this. That, 40 pixels, 0, I'm missing a comma, and that means I need what? I need minus 45, okay, and then I need to push that over, and then repeat X, repeat Y, okay, and then I push that over a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. Oh, how about minus 100? Oh, no, that's not doing what I want at all. What's that doing? Not intuitive. I'm not sure what I've done wrong. Oh, because it is not repeating in the way. So yeah, that's a dumb way to do it. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm sorry. Big mistake. Big mistake. There's probably something interesting to be learned there, but I'm not going to learn it today. Okay, so on the body, it's got to be the conic gradient, right? Come on. Come on. You know I have to do a conic gradient. So at, what did we say? So conic gradient, and everything's black right now because I've got the nesting wrong and the color is not being respected. I got to put a semicolon in. We do at 40 pixels, transparent, 75%, and then here comes that blue color, plunk, 0, and then I think we said what, 75%, and then we move it over 80 pixels or something. No, what was it? 120. There it is. Oh, and then what's going on there? Oh, what happened? Oh, that's a problem. So these margins are no good. Oh, did we? So by setting this margin on the paragraph tag, I think we've altered the margins of its parent in a really interesting way. So we probably need to set some interesting colors. So there, so we need to do 0 there, and then probably set a different number there to 20, 22. So that's kind of interesting. And then we have to adjust some other numbers. So yeah, there's some interesting interactions happening there that is something to consider. And this red is really irritating me now, right? Sorry about that. Okay. So what can I do? What can I do? 10. Oh, that doesn't do anything. That's not doing anything. 40. So those margins are constraining the body, but then the paragraph tag is screwing with the body. So what can I do? If I just do margin then auto, and then alter these margins here, or add padding. So here's the, no, that's not right. This is not right. Okay, so what do I need to do to move this guy? All right, so this is definitely going to be bad. Sorry, transform translate 0, 10 pixels. Oh, even worse. Now we're on a diagonal. Hilarious. Do we get anything different if we do it like this in this order? Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Hilarious mess. Okay, so what do we need to do to make these margins right? Because the margins of the HTML element are pushing the body, and then I think that means we need to put margins here. And remove the margins entirely from the paragraph tag. We do margin auto. And then put margins here. Oh, look at that. We zeroed out the margins and everything went crazy. Oh, boy. Oh, what a bummer. 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, how frustrating is this? Very frustrating. And this immediate selector is clear. So the nesting is messing with me here. All right, let's simplify. What can we do to simplify? Because clearly, so let's do HTML. Okay, and then body. So when you're having trouble, isolate the parts that are giving you problems and sort out what you need to do. So here's what we've got. I'm going to clobber that. Okay, now we're kind of getting something. So now we've got a little less code to work on, and things are kind of better into place, but we have the same problem. We have the same problem. Wow. So do I need to do something like a negative margin? Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, what a problem. What a big problem this is. So everything's gone skiwampus. This is not better. This is not better. Yeah, we're definitely in that zone where everything is no good. Okay. So we did that. So let's do background. Actually do body. And we're going to do... We've got one thing in the correct spot, and that's that arrow. So we're going to completely avoid this problem by doing two gradients. Yeah, the interaction, so at 50%, 100 pixels, transparent, 75% blue, and then that add is not being respected, is it? Oh, it's not 50%, 50 pixels. Or is it 40? 40, I think it's 40. Okay. And you probably use something like 40%, and then move him into place, 100 pixels, and then down 50 pixels. 60, 70, 80. 30, and that needs to be taller. 50% tall. Okay. And then the final will be another conic gradient. Or no, a linear gradient, actually. Linear gradient of blue. And it's going to be, just because I feel very frustrated, and that's okay. We all have a right to be frustrated sometimes. 0, and that's that at the 50% mark, minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, and then make that 280 wide. And then we have that background color. Boom. Oh, I don't know everything. And part of the problem there was I assumed I understood all the things I was getting into, and I did not at all, but super fun. Let's see, I can replace the aspect ratio with width of 100, and that's kind of cool. I don't need the two top, right, but that's okay. I don't really care. Oh, so I can do what I can do. I can do set that like that, and then have the vertical be 1, 2, yeah, like that. Other changes, we can put that there. That's great. That's 70%. That can be 70%, and then we lose a space there. Height, width, border, solid, blah, border width, blah, 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 and submit. And let's make sure we're 100%. It would be funny if we were not, but I think we are. And we are, and this is the best score. Hard earned. Very, very hard earned with difficulty. And again, a reminder, don't presume you understand what's going to happen, and hey, don't get too frustrated. Although I did get kind of frustrated, but that's normal. That's part of the process, but pretty fun, right? And a reminder that the interactions of the margins between the HTML element, body element, and the paragraph tag were more complicated than I was anticipating. I wasn't thinking it through what I was going to need to do, and I could have avoided that. How could I have avoided that? I could have avoided that by, instead of using margins to move that into place, I could use translates. Translates are a little bit easier to reason with and won't have secondary impacts because transforms, such as the rotate and other things, occur after the layout is set with margins and the box sizes and the bounding rectangles and all the different parts of CSS rendering that occur. It is useful to think about that kind of flow, the different ways that things flow onto a web page. Look at the display property on MDN and see exactly how complicated all that stuff is. And you get display block and things like table and display. Yeah, all the different things. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. Go make a web page. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. It's definitely rough out there. All right. Bye-bye.